So goddamn hot. Too hot. Too hot. Hi guys, I'm Dean and welcome back to another edition of The Inebriologist. So this week I'm sticking to the 1001 beers list. So I'm going to try and work my way through that a little bit more now. So yeah, I've gone for a Belgian beer again. Surprise, surprise. I know. I do love my Belgian beers. I really do. I think they're just brilliant. So many flavours and everything like that, you know. But I think for me, it's just, as I think I've mentioned before, it's much easier for me to get a hold of Belgian beers because my girlfriend's from Belgium and we go over to Belgium now and again, and it's easy for me to pick up different beers there. So, but yeah, so the beer I'm going to reveal this week is the Gouden Carolus Classic. And it is brewed by Het Anker, I think it is. Yeah, Brouwerij Het Anker, yeah. And that's the logo for Brouwerij Het Anker, hence the anchors. But yeah, it's coming in at 8.5% ABV. Yeah, so it's quite a strong beer, as with any sort of Belgian beer really, they are quite strong. This has actually won the World Beer Awards back in 2012. It's got the little badge there as well. There we go, so it's won the World Beer Awards for the world's best dark. I can't remember this being a dark beer actually, because I've had this before, but I can't remember it being a dark, so yeah, it'd be interesting to try this. Time to get it out of the bottle and see what it looks like. Oh, it's not even opening. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't got the Het Anker sort of glassware, so I'm going to go for Tongolo, which is, yeah, it's a nice glass anyway, but Het Anker do have another type of glass like this anyway, so I thought it would be best just to use a glass like this, so time to pour. Well, it's quite a dark beer. I just can't remember the last time having a dark beer like this, because I'm sure the classic before was like more of a lighter sort of blonde beer, but there we are, learn something new every day. There we are. So the colour from this anyway is it's a very, very dark sort of brown colour really. But then looking through some parts of the light, I can see it's more of ruby red, on the verge of being ruby red coloured as well. So slightly off-white head then to it, and it's probably just less about a finger sort of head to it. But yeah, the head sort of dissipated really, really quickly on there. But yeah, it's a ruby red sort of colour, which looks lovely. There's a little bit of carbonation there as well, obviously, because it is a bottle conditioned beer usually with these type of beers anyway. So but yeah, looking forward to smelling it anyway, so let's dive in and have a bit of a smell. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's really nice. It's like sort of candied sugar, sort of that really sort of rich, sort of like a treacle. It smells like sort of treacle tart, if nobody knows what treacle tart is. It's a UK sort of pudding, I think, treacle tart, but it smells like that. It just smells very, very sweet. Yeah, sort of dark fruits in there, sort of like black currants, sort of plums in there as well. Yeah, it smells incredible. It's really, really lovely. When I was saying with the sort of candied sugar sort of smell as well, it's kind of like on the verge of being sort of like caramelized, or like sort of, I say, well, like burnt almost, because there is that slight sort of smoky smell coming from this as well, so kind of like a fortified type of caramel smell anyway. So yeah, looking forward to this. So yeah, time to dive in. Cheers everybody. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I think for me it's a little bit too sweet. But yeah, the first thing off that is just the sweetness, the all-round sweetness of it. As I said, with, you know, probably with sort of the caramel malts or something like that used in there. Maybe candied sugar going in there as well. And then that sort of like honey sort of based sweetness as well. But yeah, it's incredibly, incredibly sweet. It really is. It's that sort of beer. It's like liquid fruit cake. This has got those dark fruits in there as well. But the malt base is quite dense, because that's quite a full-bodied beer. So the mouthfeel of it is yeah, it's quite full. But yeah, a lot of dark fruits in there, sort of plummy, raisiny sort of flavours, blackcurrant almost like as well. And I'm kind of glad that I did sort of chill this down a little bit, because it was around sort of room temperature, and I think it would have just been a bit too much to drink, you know, at room temperature anyway. So I'm glad it's chilled down a little bit. Yeah, it is kind of like, as I said, fruit cake in a glass, because it's quite dark, but it's also ruby coloured as well, looking up to the light. But yeah, so it's quite a nice beer. I think for me it was just, it's a little bit on the sweet side. Going back to when I did have it last, you know, I think I probably tried it first time and I thought, oh yeah, that's a great beer, really, really good, you know. But again, I think my taste buds have kind of changed again now and adapted to different things. After drinking this now for maybe the second or third time ever, I'm just finding it a little bit sweet. Not as great as I sort of hoped it was going to be, but nevertheless, it's still a quality beer. The ingredients in there are going to be top quality, and the flavours are really, really good there as well. But it's just a little bit on the sweet side for me. Nevertheless, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so the score I'm going to give this beer this week is going to be 3.75 out of 5. Yeah, so it's still, by my standards, still a very, very good beer. Yeah, it's a little bit too sweet for me, actually. I do like sort of sweet beers, but this is just overly sweet. I think because of the sort of honey flavour in there as well. But yeah, all the other flavours, like the dark fruits you get in there, you know, the plums, even figs, and you know, blackcurrants and that sort of thing, which is really nice. The sugar content is just, yeah, it's just a bit sweet, but nonetheless, it's still a very nice beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to more beer videos, and I'll see you very soon. Iechyd.